My name is Hannah Baranes. I'm a PhD student from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and I'm here with the International Cryosphere and Climate Initiative, volunteering as an early career scientist in the Cryosphere Pavilion.
What is your area of research at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, and why has it brought you here at the COP25?
So actually at the University of Massachusetts, I study something a little bit different from what I am doing here. At the University of Massachusetts, I study extreme sea level statistics. So in the past, we've been able to build infrastructure to withstand a certain threshold of coastal flooding. But now that sea level and tides and waves are changing the view of hazard in terms of coastal flooding on a year-to-year basis, we need new mathematical methods to be able to communicate risk to coastal managers. Here at the COP, however, I'm working with the International Cryosphere and Climate Institute. And the cryosphere is all the frozen water on the Earth. So ice sheets, sea ice, mountain glaciers, the polar oceans, permafrost.
And do they react any differently to global warming than the seas or land?
A big theme of this COP, I think, is sort of the criticality of keeping warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And I think one of the Earth systems where we see the biggest difference in terms of response to 1.5 degrees of warming versus 2 or 3 or 4 degrees of warming is the cryosphere. So for example, I think ice sheets are a great example. Beyond 1.5 degrees of warming, our best understanding is that there's greater risk of ice sheets crossing these critical thresholds.
The tipping point. Right?
I'm sorry?
The tipping point?
Yeah, exactly. Thresholds or tipping points where we're going to become sort of committed to a large amount of future sea level rise that even once we reduce emissions, we won't be able to halt or reverse or slow down. And all throughout the cryosphere, there are different sort of irreversible tipping points like that.
Yeah. It is the first time actually that at a COP there's a pavilion dedicated entirely to the cryosphere, right?
Yes.
So why is it that this year at the COP25 you think there's more attention to this problem that you're mentioning now?
Yeah. We're on the verge of 2020, and in 2020, nations are going to be they're going to need to be making more ambitious commitments to reduce emissions. And cryosphere science, I think, can be a really strong supporter and motivator for more ambitious emissions commitments.
Thank you so much.